Have you ever had a friend or someone that you're talking with online stop communicating and they give excuses about why they haven't been talking as much? I'm sure it's happened to all of us, and we've probably done it as well. So we're going to break down the reasons why people do this and what you can do to confront someone for their lack of communication. There are many reasons why someone slows down communication with you. Think about the reasons why you have done it, and then you may get an idea as to why they do it. Perhaps you're talking on some social media platform, and they say they've been busy, yet you see them online quite frequently, even posting things to their page. Does that sound like a busy person to you? If you were important to them, then they will make the time for you. Being busy tends to be the most common excuse, and it is usually easily debunked by seeing the actions of the individual. Another common excuse is that they need some time for themselves. This is, again, another excuse that may be debunked depending on the person's actions. Are they someone who has mental health problems and often resort to isolation for days at a time, often without telling others? Look at their actions and see if it's true. The person's actions will say more during this time of isolation, since if they have time to go on the site or app every day, yet don't have the time for you, then that's a clear sign that you are not their priority. How easy would it be to simply give you a heads up when they go on, or say something to you? Instead, they are intentionally ignoring you and then making excuses. Deep down, they may not want to talk with you anymore, and thus lie in a discreet way by making an excuse. Yet this excuse is often easily debunked by seeing their actions that do not match their words. Think about when you've done this to others, and you will likely realize it's the same reason, that you do not want to talk with the person anymore, but don't want to be rude by abruptly ending the conversation entirely. So you slowly take longer to get back to them before eventually stopping talking altogether most of the time. This is something almost everyone has done. So how do you confront someone for this behavior? It's not as hard as you think, and you can do it in a discreet way that will reveal a lot about the person and see if they're a trustworthy individual. For one, you must be empathetic in your message. You don't want to come across as hostile or arrogant, inflating your importance and making it seem all about you. Rather, you want to give the impression that you care about the person and are wondering why they have not been communicative. Leave out all the petty stuff like, I saw you online, but you didn't bother to reply to me. Just be calm and rational. Next, you want to evaluate anything that you may have done wrong that could have caused the other person to not want to talk to you as much. Perhaps you've said something that upset them, and they are trying to distance themselves from you, but are unable to confront you. Think about some problems you may have caused, and if you find them, apologize. And lastly, accept the fact that the person may not want you in their life anymore. It's the sad reality of many relationships, online and offline. They often do not last long, and thus, ones that do make it through may struggle at some point. You can surely have a conversation about this with the other person by approaching them sincerely. You could say something like, I miss talking with you, but maybe you have a lot going on right now. I hope I didn't do or say anything wrong that could have caused friction. I hope to hear from you again soon. This expresses your deepest feelings in a sincere way, but when should you send it? Patience is key. You don't send this if they have not responded in a few hours. Rather, you observe their behavior over time, usually for several weeks or months of communication, and you wait until things die down and you notice some of the unusual behavior mentioned earlier. You do not want to come across as needy or desperate, which is why you must practice patience and restraint. Depending on what their response is, will determine if things continue past this point. When a friend stops communicating with you, it can seem devastating. You may be thinking you did something wrong, and maybe you did, but it ultimately has to do with the other person. You may not want to talk with them anymore, and you must accept this fact. Do what you can to express your feelings to get answers, but accept the fact that the friendship may be over.